Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Bengals going up against the Browns.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Again, it's Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
If Joe Mixon plays up to his potential, Cincinnati got a draft steal getting him in the second round.
Strong runner. He's built like a rock, 230 pounds.
Yeah, and he moves like a little guy. All right, he's one of those players that you can use in any situation. Short yardage runner. Heck, you want to give him to the perimeter, he can take off and beat you with his speed, and definitely catches the ball out of the backfield.
Dalton, 1st and 10. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Eifert, the man in motion. On the toss, Mixon. And some room to roam now. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This is Isaiah Crowell. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Let's go! Brad 38! Flex round! Flex round!
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Evans in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Now Kaiser. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. Ohio. Let's go.
A first down throw for Kaiser. Throwing left side. He's got Clark complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing to 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Kaiser now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Let's go.
Third and long for Kaiser. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati first.
You think about the great tandems that we've had this decade in the NFL. Think about Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Big Ben, Antonio Brown, Brady, and Gronk. But look, Andy Dalton and A.J. Green, they have to rank in there, don't they?
Yeah, and two guys that came from the same draft class.
A.J. Green in the first round, Andy Dalton in the second round. And what they've meant to the Cincinnati Bengals franchise has been everything, a lot of playoff appearances.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. From midfield here, Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. That one goes for 24 yards. A.J. Green last year, a career low in yardage of his 6 NFL seasons. It was the first one he didn't post 1,000 yards.
I was there against Buffalo when he pulled a hamstring early in the game and missed the rest of the season. So that's why the numbers were down. A healthy A.J. Green, we know what we're going to get. Big-time production.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Second down, Dalton. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Dalton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Eifert, the man in motion. Now a toss play to Bernard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a 2nd straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Michael Johnson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Second down, Kaiser. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Here we go.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Here we go.
They go play action. Kaiser. Looking for Clark. He's got him complete. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Come on, let's go. 38.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Now, that's a rare sight indeed, but one that their fans hope that they'll see much more of in 2017. A takeaway.
Yeah, only 3 fumbles recovered last year, tied for fewest in the National Football League. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Mixon. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Dalton bootlegs out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Passing, it's Dalton. And the catch good, it's Eifert. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. Here's a give to Crowell. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go. What? Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Round 38.
After the penalty, it's Crowell. Space to maneuver at the 40. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Given 16 yards on the play. And that'll bring up second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Here we go.
Kaiser to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Here we go.
To throw, Kaiser. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th.
Here we go. Round 38. Ohio. Here we go. Round 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. What? None. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Flex round. Round 38. Round 38. Hot. Flex round. Let's go. Round 38. Round 38.
And that'll set him back 5. The 8th-year man from Tennessee, this is Britton Colquitt on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 15. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. First and 10 for Dalton. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And now running right through him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. And it'll be Dalton again. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Another chance for Dalton. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Now they run with Mixon. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Everyone's looking for a bargain in the NFL draft, and I don't think anyone got a bigger one than Cincinnati getting Joe Mixon in the 2nd round.
He keeps moving east. He was born in California, then to Oklahoma, and now finding a home in the Queen City.
And I don't think it'll take him too terribly long to have a real impact on that city in terms of how he plays.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd down, Kaiser again. A screen complete to Crowell. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a while.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Gino Atkins, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And it's fielded at the 34. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
To the left side here for Eifert. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This will be Dalton again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carl Nassib in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. And Dalton to throw. On the screen, Bernard. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Play action now. Kaiser. Now he's flushed out left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here we go. White, 96, flex round, Ohio, Ohio. Here we go. White, 90. White,
Kaiser on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Kaiser now on second down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
But we know one thing, Isaiah Crowell can run if given an opportunity. Had the longest run in the NFL in 2016, an 85-yard touchdown sprint, week 2 against Baltimore.
This one not quite as long, didn't end in 6, but still a great game. Off the play fake, Kaiser. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The slot man in motion right. On second down, here's Crowell. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Kaiser.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Kaiser now to throw on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. 2nd down, Kaiser. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Let's go! Flex round!
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Geno Atkins. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Carl Nassib in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Kevin Huber now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 33. That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That'll be a gain of 16. Now a handoff to Crowell. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Under 10! Under 10!
Third and short yardage. Kaiser steps away to his left, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Coleman has it here right side. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Kaiser. And his throw here's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Around the NFL, 4th quarter right now in Atlanta, and really pouring it on now in the Falcons. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. On 3rd down, Johnson. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. They'll come out in the pistol. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. DeShone Kaiser, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Kaiser. Flush to his right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. Well, they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Bengals, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date